Hi everybody, welcome back. This is my third installment of what I like to call my auction, thrift store, flea market extravaganza. We're on our third week and third video of where I went on basically week-long, about 10 days worth of shopping off and on through auctions and thrift stores and flea markets. And I came up with a big haul. And so now I'm having to do the videos to show you so that I can process it and clean it. And I've had to split it into probably about 3 videos. 4 videos. This is my third, so it'll be 4 videos altogether. So a month long from just 10 days worth of business shopping. I call it business shopping instead of shopping because that way I don't feel like I'm a shopaholic because I did a lot of shopping. First and foremost, I have this set right here that I have set up. This is Tierra Amber Glass in the sandwich pattern. I've had a couple of the pink pieces. The pink pieces are very collectible. This amber set I found at Alma in one of my favorite flea markets there. I think it's called Antiques, Addictions, and More, something like that. My husband will have the tag in the video of what the actual name of the place is. But it's like our favorite place in Alma. It's huge. This whole set was on sale. I'm going to piece it out individually. So we have teacups. We have more saucers and teacups and salad plates. Then we have the dinner plates. That's what I have displayed right there. And then over here, I have a pair of goblets. Those are just the goblets. Oops. I don't break them all. And then a couple of the tumblers with handles. So since this isn't like, I will offer this whole set for sale on my shop if you want it all together, but I will more than likely piece it out because it's not a full set. Like I have 4 dinner plates, like 8 salad plates, like 6 cups and saucers, 2 tumbler glasses with handles, and 2 wine goblets. So it doesn't really make sense to sell it as a set unless somebody wants it. But I like to sell them individually, especially for people that are trying to complete a set they already have. So that was a really, really good find that I was really happy with. So, all right. Let's see. So we're going to move on. Y'all bear with me because I'm doing the camera action today by myself. Usually my husband is here to help me. And he is still working full-time at a job. And so I'm having to do this by myself. So y'all bear with me if my camera antics aren't what you're used to in these videos because it's me doing it all by myself, all by my lonesome. Okay, so I have that. So let's move on. So I also have a couple auction pieces in here that we'll go over as well. This is from Alma. These are a pair of candlesticks. I got 1 and 2. I believe Adam, my husband, is the one that picked these out. He saw them. He was like, they're only this much. What do you think? And I was like, yeah, go ahead. Because guess what? I'm running out of candlesticks. People love glass candlesticks, you guys. I don't know what it is about them, but candlestick holders, people love them. So I'm running out and I needed some more. And I always find a bunch in Alma, usually at good prices. So I snagged these. All right. Let's see what else I've got. Oh, yes. 1. And I can get it unwrapped. I've got stuff going everywhere. Okay. And 2. So, these are Indiana Glass, Whitehall, Cubist, salt and pepper shakers. I believe that's what they are. I don't believe they're Fostoria. Fostoria made a Cubist design, and so did Indiana Glass. The Indiana Glass Whitehall is not as collectible as Fostoria, so I'll have to do my research on this to make sure I've got it right. But not only that, they're glass salt and pepper shakers. Salt and pepper shakers are another thing that people really like to buy in silver or glass or, unique looking shakers. Some people collect them. So I tend to snag those up when I can find a good deal on them. And of course, the metal's a little worn on this one, but that's okay. These were a really good buy, so I'm really happy with those. All right, I'm going to go over some auction pieces. So this is an auction I did in Conway. I don't really do the auctions in Conway only because they go up high. People in Conway, I don't know what it is. I don't know if collectors buy in those auctions or what it is, but they go for like full dollar amount most of the time. And so, of course, I bid on a lot of stuff, but I only got a few things because I was not willing to pay the price that they were putting things at, because I was like, well, if I'm a collector, I would pay that. But I'm not a collector. I'm a reseller. So, yeah, no. So this first thing is this is probably like a circa 1990s little candy dish. It came in its original box. It's not by anybody famous. It was just really cute, and it's really small. So not only could you use this for candy, you could use this as a really unique, cute trinket dish, like on a vanity or a dresser to put like your rings, bracelets, smartwatch, things like that in, change, whatever. I think it's really cute. And really unique. I like decorative storage items. Most of my stuff is like decorative bowls. I really like storage pieces. So probably my thing why I have affinity for like office supplies too. I really love office supplies, which is strange, but I'm not that strange because I've met a lot of people that love office supplies. So there's that. And again, I have the original box, but I'm just going to put it over here for right now. This piece right here, I don't have my light with me, but this is a UV reactive glass. This is manganese glass. Manganese is clear, but it is a glass that it's got a coating on it, or it was made in a certain way with manganese, probably around the 1920s. So it looks like clear pressed glass, but when you put a UV light on it or black light, it does glow. And so I snagged this up. There's a lot of UV reactive glass in this auction, but again, mostly collectors were bidding on this. You could tell because things were going at full face value. So there was no wiggle room for me to acquire pieces unless I just wanted to keep them and put them in a collection. And I'm not there yet. And I probably wouldn't pay a collector's price. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't. That's just me. I'm too thrifty. So I snagged this piece. It is UV reactive manganese glass. This right here is just a piece that I got real cheap at the auction. It was only one piece. It's a Viking glass, 1970s, fleur-de-lis, little side plate. I got this as a replacement to a whole set. Replacement dishes in this design go for quite a bit. And I was able to snag this for hardly anything. So I went ahead and got it so that I can offer it on my shop at a good value for people that are looking at replacements. Because replacement.com, where a lot of people buy replacement dishes and china and things like that, those can go up high. Even on Etsy, and eBay, you'll find replacement pieces for quite a lot, especially in a lucrative pattern like this one. So I snagged it up since it was a good price, and I could just market it as a replacement piece, or you could sell it, individually. You could do whatever you wanted to with it. I might even find a yellow glass teacup and put it together and make like a unique cup and saucer set or something. You never know me. I'm liable to do anything. The next pieces that I got at that auction are these right here. So this is Ruby Flash. So this is Indiana glass, Diamond Point, Ruby Flash whiskey glasses. And I got these because if you've been watching my videos, several videos ago, I think now, I had a big auction haul that had a bunch of this in there. And so I snagged these to go with my set. I paid a little bit more than I wanted to for these, but I'm not too worried about it because I'll still get double my money back. I really like these, and even if I don't sell them, my husband will not be too upset because he really wants us to have this set for ourselves, especially for Christmas, because these just scream Christmas to me. I don't know what it is. This whole set that's Indiana glass from like the 1960s and 70s that has a Ruby Flash, it just screams Christmas to me. I would have these out every December, and these would be the only dishes I would use would be these. I have several of these pieces, and I've had even more of the Indiana glass Ruby Flash over the course of my shop, if you'll look at my past sales. And I think I have a cookie jar that hasn't gone anywhere in quite a while too. I think I had a pedestal dish that I sold I think it was a pedestal dish, and I had something else that was Ruby Flash. I've had quite a few Ruby Flash things, a butter dish. So I really like that pattern with Indiana glass, if you can't tell by the history of my shop. All right, on to the next stuff. Again, make sure, I'm going to let you know, make sure you're liking and subscribing so that you keep updated on these new videos. Also, make sure that you're checking out my shop and favoriting it, arpeddlerwagon.etsy.com, because once again, like I've said in previous videos, I don't always have this stuff not listed by the time you see it. So these are not always preview videos. So a lot of people do it, and I try to do it that way too, but I'm getting way ahead of myself doing it, and I can't keep up with listings. I'm selling more than I can keep on my shop, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make a living out of this, and I'm trying to keep my business growing. And if I do previews, I can't wait to list this stuff. I've got to get it listed. So that, because it's not going to sell if it's just sitting in my house. So, what I'm trying to tell you is to favorite my shop. That way you're notified every time I have sales. You're also notified every time I add a new listing. So that way, if you see, because you have a chance of seeing something in this video today, and I've already had it listed for 2 weeks, and somebody's already snagged it because they favorited my shop. So if you're interested in any of this, make sure you're favoriting the shop is all I'm trying to say. All right, on to the next thing. Oh, this was from another flea market, so we'll come back to this. I'm going to put this to the side, you guys. All right. Like I said, I went to a lot of different places. All right. So this again is from Alma. I can't remember what shop I got this in. I used to know the pattern offhand. I know it's like a daisy and button pattern, but I cannot remember the maker to save my life, and it's really irritating me. But anyway, so I know it's not Westmoreland. This one is chipped. I have another one I think I got that's not chipped, but this one does have a pretty good sized chip in it. So it's probably not going to sell for very much. I'll probably sell it at a really discounted price. I also didn't pay very much for this, so I'm not really worried about it. There's that. And then I believe the other one that's just like it is right here. Yeah. So now I have 2 of these. There we go. All right. Let's see what else I have here. Okay, so this was from Alma. This was from the same booth that the salt and pepper shakers were in. I'm not sure again. Oh, it has a mark on it. Hold on one moment. Okay, awesome. So this is Homeco. This is a Homeco piece, a Homeco Cubist piece. It is a candy jar. Actually, this isn't from Alma. This is from Altus. This is from Early Birds in Altus, Arkansas. I bought this in Altus. I forgot. So this is an Altus. This was a really good deal. I went ahead and snagged it. It's a Homeco candy jar. These glass candy jars with lids, they're really resellable. A lot of people like these things. Again, I think it's because you don't have to just use it as a candy dish. This is how they were originally marketed, but you can use these for decorative storage. You can use this even in your bathroom for like Q-tips and cotton balls, or, you know, put it on the side of your tub and put bath bombs in it. Like, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do with this stuff. I'm very big about reuse, recycle, recycling things and making new uses for them. And I believe vintage gives you a way to do that. Buying vintage and used gives you a way to display your uniqueness and your personality in your home. That way you don't look like, you know, I mean, if you're into, you know, your house looking like a catalog or like it came out of the, you know, an IKEA ad, that's fine. Great for you. I mean, that's your taste, and I'm not knocking you. But I'm very artistic in a way, I guess. And so I like to have my personality show in my decor. And vintage has been my way to do it over the years. So I'm just spreading that love, basically. All right, on to the next piece. Aha, yes, I was so happy to get this, you guys. This is a Carnival Glass footed Indiana glass harvest bowl. I've had several of these over the last few months. I have 2 blue ones and 2 milk glass ones still on my shop. I've had a clear one. I've had all kinds of different colors. And these were the last 2 colors. Yes, that's right. I just let the beans out of the can. I let the, what is it? I let the beans. I like the can of worms. I'm like the can of beans. Can of worms. I like the worm. Whatever that saying goes. When I get on video, I cannot remember these sayings. I get tongue-tied and I look ridiculous. But anyway, so this is the Carnival Glass Indiana Glass Fitted Bowl. And I've been finding them, but they've been real expensive. And luckily, I went to my big place in Alma, and they had that one, and they had this next one at great price that I could actually have enough wiggle to make a little money off of. And this next one, just wait till you see what it looks like, because it is my favorite color and yours, pink. I'm so happy about this bowl, you guys. I don't even want to sell it, honestly, because it's pink. I just started seeing this a couple of weeks ago. And it's like, I'll be thinking about it and I'll be like, oh, I really want one. And I'll see some and they'll be kind of high priced. The first time I saw one was in this place in Conway we stopped. And I'm going to show you that haul in the next video. We stopped at this place in Conway. We had never been in there. And they had one. And it was so cute. And I wanted it so bad. But they didn't give me enough wiggle. It was like full price. You know, I could buy the same thing online for the same price. And I'm like, I need it to where I can make money off of it. And so I found this one at Alma not even a week or so after. And of course, guess what? I snagged it because, well, I wanted it. I've been looking for it. And Jesus just put it right there in front of me for me to have. He does that a lot. So that's another thing. I don't know if you're a Christian, but I'm a Christian. And God is in my business. And so I think that's part of the reason why it's so successful. And if that causes me to lose subscribers, sorry, it's just the truth. I pray before I go into stores, and he really helps me a lot. So obviously this is what he wants me doing. All right, on to the next thing. Oh, what is this? I can't remember what this is, you guys. Oh, yes, these. I'm so excited. These were on sale, you guys. Okay, so these are green uranium sherbet dishes. So I'm almost positive these shine under a black light. I have not tested them out. I have been waiting to unbox them with you guys so that I can test them. But I'm almost positive that these are UV reactive. I didn't pay hardly anything for these. They were on sale. It was like a 50% off sale, so it was amazing. And there is a set of 4. And they are gorgeous. And they are beautiful. And I know they glow. I can't wait to get in the dark with some UV light and look, because I'm betting the bank that these glow. If they don't glow, it's okay. I'll still make my money back, even if they don't glow. I'm just going to make quite a bit more if they do glow, because that would mean they're genuine uranium glass. But I'm almost positive they are. So that was probably one of my favorite finds besides these 2 bowls at that flea market that day. All right, on to my next thing. Oh, yeah. So again, with the Cubist bowls, this is a Whitehall, Indiana glass Cubist bowl. It's a display bowl or footed serving bowl, or, you know, fruit bowl, display, centerpiece bowl, however you want to put it. I got it. It was a good deal. I know it'll sell. I've had quite a few of these on my shop over the last few months. These pieces, I've sold quite a bit of them. I think I still have one left, and it's a Fostoria. And I think the reason I still have that one is because it has like this weird film on it. You can't really see it unless you hold it in a certain light, but it does have a weird film on it. But if it doesn't sell, I'm going to keep it, and I'll use it like for, I won't use it how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a relish dish or something. I'll use it in my vanity. I have like this turn of the century vanity that I love so much. Actually, it's mid-century. It's mid-century modern. It's like the moon glass vanity. It's the one with the huge mirror and the low shelves. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'll just use it for storage for my vanity. It's fine with me if nobody wants it. All right, on to this next stuff. I'm almost running out of room on this table, aren't I, guys? All right, let's see. See what we got. Oh, there's one. Let's see. I guess you could probably pretty much know what it is. And boom, 2, you guys. Look at there. Pressed glass cheese dome butter dish. We all know that I end up with a bunch of these. But I also, in my defense, I sell a bunch of these. These, like, people love these things. I don't know what it is about them, but people love the round butter dish cheese domes with the lids, however you want to call it. This one's a clear pressed glass one. I just sold one kind of like this not that long ago. So I was really happy that I got another one to replace the one I just sold. And I think this one's actually prettier than the one I sold. I really like the other one too, but I really like that one. That one's really pretty. All right. Let's see. Oh, I forgot I got this, you guys. This is my strawberries. That's what my husband calls them because they're not strawberries. They look like strawberries. They're strawberry shaped. They have the stem and everything, but these are grape cluster bowls. I call them grape cluster bowls because that's what I call them strawberries because they're shaped like strawberries, but they're actually like a grape cluster bowl because it's grapes. They're on the back of here raised up. It's Indiana glass. I already had a green one that sold, and so I wanted to replace it. Green, like I said, is a good color. A lot of people like green. And so I went ahead and snagged this since they had it at a good deal in Alma to replace the one I already sold. I think I still have another one on there. On the shop, I think I have an amber one, and I think I have a clear one. So now I've got a green one to go back with the whole set and to replace the one that I've already sold. I'm running out of room, you guys. There's not much room on this table anymore. I'll just bear with me so I can move things around here. Okay, so I guess that's all I've got. I just wanted to rearrange the table so that when I bring it up for the close-up, you're able to see everything. Make sure you're liking and subscribing because I have one more video to bring you guys. And the next video will feature some auction finds. The stuff over here that you can't see off camera that was with this stuff from Russellville, or not Russellville, I'm sorry, from Clarksville, here in Clarksville, at a flea market, and the flea market in Opelo, and a few lamps. So if you like our lamps, we have a few to show you in the next video. So make sure you're liking and subscribing so you don't miss out when that one's posted. And I guess until I see you again, I'll catch you on the flip.